version?
Well, like all of the things I write, it's based on a quote. It's based on a quote from The Merchant of Venice, where Portia says she prays God grants her suitors a fair departure. And the whole thing is sort of my attempt at making a female protagonist as interesting as Portia. I'm not Shakespeare, but I tried. And I think I made that in Parker, who's the protagonist of Fair Departure. And it's also really inspired by this amazing conversation I had sophomore year with one of my friends, where he told me to always remember the good things too. And so I wanted to combine those and write a play where the idea of a fair departure and the idea of good things were like the primary elements. And so what I came up with is it's this play, and it's centered around this boy named Jackson who commits suicide. And it's about how his sister, Parker, and then his two remaining roommates, how they deal with it, how they cope, how they process, and how it changes the relationships amongst the three of them. And then the sort of antagonistic force is this new roommate that comes in. And in the play, the actor that plays Jackson also plays the new roommate. And it's about how that affects the dynamic. So it's about friendship, remembering the good parts of someone, and what constitutes a fair departure. I think that when I act in plays, or I always read a play before I audition for it, and I always wonder the whole time, is every character in this play worth playing? And so when I write plays, I try to make sure that every role is worth playing. I try to make sure that any actor that reads it would say, each of these characters has a really interesting arc. And to me, the plays I've been involved in that have had the biggest impact on me, plays like Buried Child, and like A Woman of No Importance, that are plays I've done here at Newman. The plays that have impacted me the most are the plays that are about deep thought and are about more than one thing, and don't necessarily portray things as there's the good guy and there's the bad guy, and the good guy wins and everyone's in love and they kiss in the end. And those stories have their place, but as an actor, I've never found them particularly interesting. And so I think when I started writing, I wanted to write a play I would want to be in, or that my friends would want to be in. And I don't know if it's deep thought, but it's the thoughts are all motivated by people like my dad, who is this immense influence on me, who has so many interesting things to say about the dynamics that are caused by death and how friendships and relationships are affected and stuff. And I listen to people with like thoughts like that, and I want to put that in a play somehow, because I don't think people should be allowed to have so much poetry in their voice and not share it.